Hello, welcome to another talk on money, business, and investment. My name is Jose. I'm the founder of the company and brand here at Master Investor. Ensure to subscribe, turn on the notifications so that we know when we go live or upload a valuable talk that can literally change our finances as long as we apply what we learn. And remember, three more important essential steps that we should take every day is number one, learn something new about money. Number two, apply that information into our strategy because investing is having a plan. And number three, we need to teach somebody else what we have learned so that we can work on honing down the craft and become even better as a leader, business person, and investor. Remember, there are different levels of investor. There are different categories of investor. We explain them all inside of our digital courses and products, and we provide high quality financial education made simple. Check out the links in the description so that we have resources and tools available to create true wealth. And true wealth is created with the ability to read financial statements, starting with the personal financial statements. Once we learn how to improve our personal financial statement, then we can take a look at a business or an investment financial statement and we can say, okay, this needs to be improved in order for this asset to perform at its highest potential and continue to grow. Or we can say, you know what, this is a bad investment. We don't want to go on with this because it's a liability and it's toxic and we don't want to get involved in it. So knowing the difference between facts and opinions, liabilities and assets comes very handy when it comes to building our businesses and our wealth. Remember that wealth is measured in time, not necessarily in dollars, meaning that a lot of people have money but they can't retire because they have a lot of bills that they need to continue to pay, and the only way that they make money is through working hard at a job, and they never invested in self-development or financial education. Therefore, they have no way to multiply their money. The only chance that they do is by gambling it, because usually those people don't have an investment plan. They don't have any strategy whatsoever. And a lot of times they end up investing it in the fake assets that are presented to them as assets. That's why knowing the difference between an asset and a liability comes in handy, because someone with financial education will not invest in those fake assets. And those fake assets are 401ks, IRA, CDs, savings accounts. And those are fake assets because if they're not putting money into our pocket, then those are liabilities. An asset puts money in our pocket whenever we're not working. And it does that because it's a business providing a solution to the world that is in high demand of that solution. And we have systems in place that are doing the selling and selling for us. Or we're putting that money to work in a different asset class. But that asset class also, underneath each investment that we make ever, will have a business. That's why investing always go hand to hand with business. We always talk about business in our community because investing not only is having a plan, that's how we define investing, but investing cannot go far without talking about business or knowing about business. In other words, the more we know about business, the better investors we are, the more we can accumulate through leverage, using debt. And we can manage debt and we can create money from thin air legally and pay zero in taxes. We're going to learn today. Our topic is why wealth requires a strategic planning. An investment strategy is the first step on the path to financial independence. Our mission here at Master Investor is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity through high-quality financial education made simple with lucrative opportunities to build passive income and true wealth. Today's summary: 1, recall the accumulating wealth is a process that often is mechanical, dull, and boring. Number 2, action is necessary to realize financial goals. And 3, there are no shortcuts to wealth. We must work smart and broaden our knowledge of finances. Bonus. At the end of the article, we will discuss 6 qualities to become a true leader. Remember that in order to become successful at business and investing, we must be way above average from the rest of entrepreneurs and investors. The average Joes and Janes of the world remain after excluding those who were born into wealth and those who won the lottery. Now, some of these regular Joes and Janes work 9 to 5 jobs to make ends meet, while others have succeeded financially and are leading the lives they want. What did they do? Most likely through a number of investments, which might have been in real estate, the stock market, their own company idea, someone else's business, or anything else. Did this occur all at once? Very unlikely. Let's make a comparison to something that most of us have experienced. The desire to shed a few pounds or getting in better shape. Losing weight naturally is a process that requires dedication and work. We don't simply go to sleep and wake up looking trim and toned. Rather, we work out on a regular basis. We alter our eating habits. We then gradually begin to see the fruits of our labor. The same is true with investing. Unfortunately, there isn't a magic method for being wealthy. We just can't go to sleep one night and wake up wealthy the next day. However, we can wake up with a wealthy context. We can wake up with a plan and take action on that plan. And because we have technology and artificial intelligence, we can become wealthy fast, faster than we used to be able to, because now we can use more systems than ever before. We have the ability to get in front of the entire world and be omnipresent everywhere at the same time with the product that we don't even create or we don't even have physically. It could be a digital product and it could be somebody else's product as well. So we can become wealthy fast, but we need a plan and we need to take action. So it's going to require time. It's going to require effort. Sometimes it may be boring, the things that we're going to be learning about, because it requires attention in the most crucial aspects of being a wealthy entrepreneur and inside investor. Our approach towards money is totally different than the majority of people approach towards money. We have a different view towards the world. We approach problems to solve them. Majority of people run away from problems. We are looking for problems to solve them because we understand the bigger financial problems we solve, the wealthier we'll become. Let's make a comparison to something that most of us have experienced. Okay, so unfortunately, we can't just do it overnight, but we can start working towards that plan right now. We make a list and we follow through tomorrow with it. So we can begin to build true wealth right now. And once we look back, we will have done so many steps that are essential towards our success. So don't take a day for granted, or let's not take one small step for granted, or one little step that we may learn today that we're going to implement tomorrow. That little step will become the main difference at the end of the road. So ironically as it sounds, the smallest things make the biggest difference in life. These techniques rarely work in the long run when someone tries to get wealthy overnight, and usually is not built with a solid foundation. Despite what we may have been told, when starting our money journey, have the following advice in mind. Saving is a fraud. Yes, exactly. If we know someone who is financially independent, it is unlikely that they save their money, because we have know that money is no longer real money. savers are losers, because if they are only saving the money without an investment plan for that money, then the money will constantly lose value for them without multiplying itself like it is done for true wealth. Great debtors are winners in today's economy that is run and powered through debt. Today, money is created with debt. Money is debt in a full currency. We must understand that true wealth is built with debt. Money is an idea backed up by confidence. Some of the reasons to use debt, OPM, or other people's money instead of only our own capital to invest, it is because it gives us tax-free wealth, as all debt is tax-free according to the law, and it provides us with leverage, which is essential to reach infinite return on investment, and that is the holy grail of investing. It's when we are creating money for nothing. It's when we have recoup our initial capital back and we continue to control the deal and the cash flow of the deal. So we continue to get payments after we make all the payments of the expenses of the deal, of the operation. Then whatever is left every day, that's our bottom line. That's our positive cash flow. And we continue. Now we have more because we recoup the initial capital back. So we have no money of our own into the deal. However, the deal continues to print us money legally through passive income. And sometimes we will have assets that will create capital gains income. However, here we have rule number one in our community, that is that we focus or we work to build passive income and multiply capital through sound investing. While we were looking for financial guidance, we might have heard the following bad and obsolete money advice. Save money, invest in a 401k, live with or below their means. At best, this advice is annoying and bluntly deceptive, for the simple reason that they have been told to many people just sit back and let others handle their finances. We can sit back and wait for things to change these days. We have to be doing something. We have to take action. Change our way of thinking first. Consider, for instance, where can we get a better return on my money? If the person is only receiving 1% interest on their savings, begin to ask the appropriate questions to get our minds working towards obtaining the correct answers. The true wealth and value is found in who we become as a result of all the experience, learning, and errors we make along the way. Consider any opportunity to improve our financial literacy as future financial gain. A journey is what investing is for the wealthy. As we become inside investors, we gain financial knowledge. Through some practical experience, we learn things that we otherwise wouldn't be able to. We make errors and grow from them. As we gain more experience, we continue to make mistakes. Our abilities, knowledge, and confidence all increase during this process, not to mention that our bank accounts do it as well. Pursuing our investing strategy is similar to life in many respects. It is a journey with highs and lows, happiness and sadness. Ultimately, it is always a worthwhile adventure. The reward is the journey. Even more significant than the final objective is the journey we take. That's the secret. The true value is found in who we become as we going through every single day of our lives, right? Are we becoming smarter by the time we go to sleep? How we nurture ourselves, how we nurture our relationships, our businesses, how we pay attention? Are we putting the right priorities on the list? Are we improving every hour? Are we reading more? It's all about having discipline in life and having a plan so that we can follow through with that and be able to account for everything that we have done and understand that choices are the most important things we can pay attention to, because choices are what makes our future What we do today, what we do now is what's going to come back for us in the future. So whatever we're putting into the present right now is what's going to be received in the near future for us. So let's pay attention to what we're doing and who are we listening to? What are we eating? What are we speaking? What is our vocabulary? What are we doing every single minute of the 24 hours that we have daily? Take charge of our own financial future. The next piece of advice is not to let anyone else perform this work for us. We must become an active investor, which is critical to be able to reach the highest level as an inside investor, which is a capitalist or an inside investor, a master investor. The opinions of friends, magazines, and the most recent rumors on TV are relied upon by far too many people. We measure our return on investment or ROI with facts, not opinions, because we read the financial statements of each business and we also are very aware of where we are financially, personally, because we understand our personal financial statement. We must put in the effort ourselves if we wish to learn the truth about money, success, or anything else in life. Nobody will complete it for us. Yes, it could seem simpler to follow the crowd, ask our sister or family member, best friend, or other trusted person for guidance, or simply listen to a credible financial counselor on TV. All of us are occupied with our jobs, caring for our loved ones, cooking, cleaning, bills, and other tasks. However, we lose control if we allow someone else to make important decisions for us. And more when it comes to money, we have to take control of our finances. And the way we do that is by investing in our financial education, like we're doing right now, tuning into this discussion on money, business, and investing. We are the global brand of money, business, and investing. Thank you for joining us today, and make sure that we subscribe to the channel and all other social media platforms. Go get our ebooks. We have 3 right now: the 10 new rules of money, how to build cash flow with the internet, turn passive income on, and how to invest in crypto to build wealth. We will be releasing our 4th ebook shortly, probably in the next month or so. And then we also have our 5th ebook coming out with digital course as well. Every time we add an asset into each digital course, whoever is in that digital course will have access to that additional asset at no additional cost. We're going to do that forever. So it's a great way to get involved in our community. It's a great incentive. It's a win-win partnership that we're creating for the long term, because as we add more assets, whoever gets in today will have additional assets for free. And those assets will be exclusive interviews with wealthy entrepreneurs, legends, stars, and new entrepreneurs as well, to give us knowledge and input about what they have done in their life that is helping them get to the next level financially, so that we can also learn from other mentors that are in the game or already have done succeeded in what we're attempting to do, to emphasize more on the topic of each digital course. This indicates that employees and self-employed people have little idea what's happening with their finances. Will the employees be able to pay their bad debts with their next check? Do their 401k and IRA fake assets because they do not put any money into the investor's pocket today, and may never put any in the future neither, actually aid in their retirement planning? What occurs if they become ill and are unable to work? Do they not already have enough stress in their life? This is a tough situation. It requires more smart work, not necessarily physically hard work, but in today's environment, having a solid understanding of finances is essential for both survival and success. Gain more knowledge to take charge and lessen our stress. Eliminate the justifications, citing a lack of funds, time, intelligence, etc. We just need to start with these easy steps. 1, think critically about what we see and hear in the media, what our financial advisors tells us, and the rumors that are going around in our community, investigate their claims to see if they are accurate and whether they have any ulterior motives. Two, learn about what is actually happening in the world by reading media that we have never looked at before. For instance, look at the news on financial publications such as the Wall Street Journal, Master Investor, The Economist, Bloomer News, Business Week, The Week, Burt Doman's, The Wellington Letter, Drudge Report, Master Investors Financial Education News section, and many more. We will be more receptive to various viewpoints, goals, data, and facts. Every day, set aside, this is number 3, set aside some time to concentrate on our financial strategy, determine our life goals and the path to achieve them. Next, set aside time every day to carry out our plan. Nothing occurs if nothing is done. Begin our venture now. Today, our journey awaits us. We will make mistakes on it, and some of them will be huge. We will face difficulties. We will have moments of fear. Our character will occasionally be put to test. We have to make sure we keep our hands clean. Remember, it is way easier to become wealthy legally than to risk everything becoming wealthy illegally. It makes no sense to do it illegally, and there's no reason for us to take any shortcuts because remember, we want longevity. We want to be able to sustain our wealth, keep it, and maintain it to pass down generations after generations so that our work and whatever we build here stays because it's built on a solid foundation with the right pillars that makes a successful business. And we talk about the 8 integrities of a successful business, the 8 pillars, right? And we talk about them inside of the cash flow triangle, which is found inside of the ebook, How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet. The 8 integrities are mission, team leadership, cash flow communications, system, legal, and product. We have to make sure that we establish those 8 integrities from the beginning of our venture. And if we're buying a business that is already running, we need to make sure that those 8 integrities are in place. And if some of them are missing, we need to figure out whether we want to improve them and can we improve them as soon as we take over. And maybe that's a way that we can also negotiate the deal to be even less money because we can spot flaws in the business. We don't tell the owner the strategy that we're going to implement when we acquire because maybe he will do it and will not sell it to us. So we need to be very strategic and smart about how we build our assets column. But we won't develop if we avoid the challenges. We are not going to learn. We won't get anything either if we're not actively investing. Managing debt is key and essential to build true wealth that is tax-free. Thus, now is the time to begin our quest, wear our seatbelts, and always keep our hands inside the car. The ride will be rough but extraordinary. Recall the cash flow circle diagram where it shows the players of the game of money. We are all playing the game of money and we are one or more of the 4 players shown in the cash flow circle. Number 1, employee, left side of the cash flow circle. Number 2, self-employed, left side of the cash flow circle. Number 3, business owner, right side of the cash flow circle. Number 4, inside investor, right side of the cash flow circle. The question is, are we happy where we're currently in the cash flow circle? And do we wish to learn how to thrive on the right side of the cash flow circle? It is a personal decision to make as to whether we spend our time living on the left side or the right side of the cash flow circle. However, true leaders, wealthy entrepreneurs, and inside investors are developed on the right side of the cash flow circle. We have to really want to become financially free and build true wealth to be capable of succeeding on the right side of the cash flow circle. As we can see the cash flow circle on the screen, we see that on the left side, we have the employee who has a job. We have the self-employed owns a job, and then we have the business owner on the right side of the cash flow circle with the inside investor. Business owner owns systems that makes us money when we do not work, and the inside investor, money works for us because we multiply through sound investing, and ultimately is into a business that we're investing. Bonus, as promised, we will now cover today's bonus. What are the 6 qualities of a true leader? Poor management results in a failed company. The first step to comprehending leadership is volunteering. To achieve financial independence, assemble the best team because we can't do it alone. We must inspire our teams as the leaders of our organizations for our businesses to grow. Great teams follow true leaders who lead with courage, strength, and leadership. Every day, the same thing occurs in enterprises. The majority of firms or companies fail due to poor leadership, not external circumstances. It happens within the company. The significance, number 1, of leaders. Actually, we're going to cover 6, and this is not the first one. So the significance of leaders, there are many tales of outstanding leaders throughout history. We're going to cover 6 main points and traits of great leaders, okay? And once I start the list, I will tell you exactly which one is it. Regretfully, the most of them were killed. The fact that each leader may be classified as a terrorist is much more intriguing. To every radical bigot, President Kennedy was a terrorist. As a result, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was passed soon after his passing, and the Civil Rights Movement made significant strides during his presidency. Martin Luther King Jr., racial racists also consider the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. to be a terrorist. Some will claim that he signed his death sentence when he mentioned young black lads and white girls. He seals his doom when he gave one of the greatest speeches in history, I Have a Dream, and sample from his speech, which was hardly more than a string of words, is provided below. It undoubtedly alarmed bigots everywhere. I have a dream that one day down in Alabama is vicious racist with this governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification. One day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. Many people feel that the notion of young black boys and girls joining hands with young white boys and girls have gone too far. We are aware of the names of those individuals. Nelson Mandela, the last great leader, died on December 6, 2013. It is almost astonishing how Nelson Mandela managed to escape murder. He didn't need to be labeled a terrorist to anoint who supported apartheid. He referred to himself as a terrorist. His leadership is demonstrated by the fact that he brought South Africans of both races together without being killed. Even after he was freed from prison and elected president of South Africa, many Americans still thought he was a terrorist. His name was eventually removed off the U.S. government's terrorism watch list within a short time after his release. Nelson Mandela is considered by many to be the final great leader. But rather than causing us to lament the absence of great leaders, his death serves as a reminder to all of us that when a leader passes away, we must all rise to the occasion and dare to become better leaders ourselves. This raises the question of whether we have a purpose that is worthy of putting our life in danger for. These are the 6 characteristics of true leaders. Number 1, we will do that. A leader's job is to bring out the best in people, not to be the best person in the team. That is one of the most important leadership lessons we will ever master. Our company is in peril if we are the most intelligent member of our team. Of course, a lot of people want to know how to become a better leader. The constant advice for all is to volunteer more. People who genuinely want to lead are hard to find in most organizations. The majority of people simply accept being instructed what to do. Our team gives individuals advice, volunteer to work on initiatives at our preferred organizations, offer to take the lead on tasks at work, volunteer to coach sports teams in our town. However, the best step is to launch our idea into the market and build the team around our product-based business to get real-life experience as a true leader. In addition to gaining invaluable leadership experience, we will also make friends who will support us in our future endeavors and personal life. And a lot of those people will become part of our network that will be buying things for us because they know us, they like us, and they trust us. So they will support our brands and everything that we are involved in. Because at the end, if they have a problem and we're solving that problem, they're going to do business with us. Number 2, the key to being an effective leader. We can receive feedback on our practical leadership abilities by volunteering. We have some real world learning and correction to do if we offer to lead and nobody follows. We must solicit input and take appropriate action. A real leader is able to discern when to listen. Even our team has already admitted that we simply need a team full of people and systems that are smarter than we are. But in order to become a better leader, we depend on the counsel of our team or the advice of our team members and advisors that we choose. We must be able to trust our team members. That's why it's important to choose our mentors and the team members wisely. We can't just let everybody in the inner circle. Who are we listening to every day? Who are we talking to? Who are we giving advice to? Who are we showing? Who are we leading? What is our message? What are we standing for? What is our product that we're using to solve a problem that we're passionate about solving? Are we creating a product? Are we doing white labeling? Are we using other people's products? Remember, there are many companies today that offer great payouts through residual income or passive income because it's a subscription product. And as long as we bring clients to the table and we don't have to sell the product because they give us the sales pages or the sales funnels to send the leads to that page and they take care of the customer service. All we have to do is bring a qualified lead to them that is in need of that solution. And we get our percentage every single month, every time the customer makes a payment. If that customer buys an additional product, then we will always be connected to that customer. So we don't have to create our own products at the beginning. If we want to create true wealth, we can do a combination of both because at the end, we're going to learn from other companies as well. But the key point is that we begin to connect with other people and network and get emails into our database so that we can have a communication cycle with these people and provide value to them in their lives. We are always looking for information and we always need something as human beings. So we need to be able to provide solutions to the world. Team members, that is correct. Number 3, leaders put together the appropriate team. Investing in business are a team sport. A lot of people consider their financial path to be an individual undertaking. They may discuss their financial objectives with their spouse, but they generally avoid asking for assistance. It is serious error. Our journey will be an uphill battle all the time if we attempt to go it alone. Because of this, we need a strong team that we can rely on to assist us reach our financial objectives in any financial activity we undertake. Be it debt relief, business, startup, asset class, investment, or retirement savings. Number 4, putting together our team. Experts from a wide range of fields should be on our team so they can provide us advice on how to reach our financial goals. Now, let me clarify something about retirement savings. Remember, savers are losers. So if we're going to be saving any money, it should only be to invest. It should be to expand, not to shrink. So when we're talking about retirement savings, we should switch it to retirement investments. So what are the investments that we're making now that is going to be able to pay us down the road? And we do that through diversification in different asset classes. There are 5 different asset classes that exist. Number 1, business. Number 2, real estate. Number 3, crypto. Number 4, paper assets. Number 5, commodities. And by diversifying among those 5 asset classes, we will ensure that our retirement savings will be given by those assets because we are controlling assets that are producing positive cash flow and also sometimes capital gains income. And we would use that capital to live and pay for all of our bills and always continue to live above our means because we continue to build and acquire assets and we recycle our money, our gains into new assets, and we use debt and we have more leverage. We have more control over different assets. So we shouldn't be thinking about saving in the bank account because savers are losers. We should be thinking about how we're going to use that save money to launch our business, to get a loan. So now we not only have our capital, but we have some working capital from the bank that we're putting together with our capital. And now we have more, we have double. So let's be creative when it comes to investing and let's become active at investing. Not be passive, become active. An attorney, a certified public accountant, CPA to assist with accounting and taxes, a reputable and impartial broker, a number of specialists in the business and investment fields of our choice, mentors and coaches are some essential members of our team. In order to stay grounded and sane, we also need a strong support network consisting of true mentors, friends, family, and even life coaches. Making sure our team members are chosen with our best interests in mind is a crucial consideration. Make sure they are playing for us and our team, not for someone else, to put it in another way. Financial planners and advisors frequently play for the bank or mega corporations they work for. They are more concerned with making money for themselves and their employers than they are with our objectives. We can develop a winning strategy that works for us by assembling a group of advisors whose judgment we respect and who have an interest in our success. 6, checking the members of our team. There are a ton of possibilities available for coaches and advisors. Many will want to advise us what to do with our money or give us advice. So how do we distinguish between sound and terrible financial advice? How do we select our team's top players? Begin by posing the following questions. Number 1, is the one giving me advice accomplishing our financial goals? Number 2, does the advisor follow their own advice? Number 3, is the advice free of paid endorsements, plagiarizes, and commercial ties? Number 4, is it a sales pitch or actual financial advice? Number 5, do they see this as a one-time deal or are they interested in establishing a long-term relationship? Number 6, lastly, do we think this person is trustworthy? Do we have a gut feeling that they are decent, honest, and ethical? Do we think they will be honest with us? Always want to improve. The key to being a successful leader. Sincerely ask ourselves how we can improve daily. We'll be guided to read more books from true mentors and invest in our personal development. True leaders are not born leaders. Real leaders are eager to learn and aspire to be leaders. Join our online community now to learn from like-minded people, invest in our wealth education, and develop our leadership abilities. Excellent leadership traits emulate the best. In closing, building a successful business that becomes a true brand and to become an inside investor takes courage, strength, and leadership, but not limited, as we discover many other traits that we should adopt and live by them. Start investing in high quality financial education by reading our financial ebooks, the 10-year rules of money, how to build cash flow with the internet, turn passive income on, how to invest in crypto to build wealth, understanding Bitcoin and blockchain, the rise of legitimate reserve digital currencies and assets. Find more tools on our newsletter. Make sure to subscribe. Go to our website. Listen to our podcast. And remember, if we have any questions, drop it in the comment section. We will come back and answer them. Master Investor's mission is to be the global authentic brand of money, business, and investing that elevates the financial well-being of humanity through high-quality financial education made simple. We look at opportunities to build passive income, win-win partnerships, and true wealth. We talked about why wealth requires a strategic planning, and remember that investing requires having a plan. So the question is, what is our plan for our investment strategy? We have to put a team together. We have to put our idea on paper. We have to create a prototype. We have to launch it. We have a lot of things to do, but it's all worth it because it's going to give us total freedom. Let's start building together here at Master Investor. Thank you for having me once again, bring you the good and bad news of money, the business principles that work in all economies. Visit our website and make sure that you let us know if we can be of any help right now. Check out the digital courses and make sure to subscribe to our newsletter so that we get all the articles that we're publishing via email. So we educate ourselves financially daily. All right, bye for now.